Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to our information section. Originally, we have lots of students who registers for this information section, but it seems like now maybe some of them have a technical problem, or maybe they are still having a weekend vacations. So maybe they will join us later. But I will start to talk about the program. My name is Jack Wu. I'm the director of the International Master's Program of Applied Economics and Social Development at National Chengchi University. And let me firstly introduce the university, National Chengchi University. In Chinese is 国立政治大学. So 政治 means politics. So this university is considered as more like London School of Economics and Politics in UK. And if we talk about France, then it's more like a science pole, and then the Thammasat in Thailand. And why NCCU? There are 6 reasons. NCCU is one of the top elite universities in Taiwan, and it's ranked #1 in terms of internationalizations. And it is one of the members of the University Systems of Taiwan. And it has a very green campus in Taipei City. And the graduates from NCCU are considered as the enterprise's favorite graduates in Taiwan. And it also has a pretty excellent sports environment. So NCCU was founded in 1927 in Nanjing, China, and then it was relocated in Taipei in 1950s. And so it is one of the oldest universities in Taiwan. And it's normally considered as top 5 public universities in Taiwan. And then it also has a top 2 business, economics, social sciences, and humanities schools in Taiwan. In terms of internationalizations, according to the data of 2022 to 2023, the non-Taiwanese degree-seeking students at NCCU counts 1,650, and it takes up about 10% of the degree-seeking students at NCCU. But if we include those incoming exchange students and also the Chinese language learning students, then we have a pretty high percentage of the international students appearing in the campus. And then it is one of the members of the University Systems of Taiwan. And in this systems, we have 4 universities. And NCCU is considered as the top business and economics schools in Taiwan. And then National Chengchi University has a top engineering school. And National Yangming Jiaotong University has a top engineering and medicine schools. And then National Central University, it has a top astronomies. So if the students studying at the NCCU, they can also go to these 3 members universities to take courses. And there is a shuttle bus every day to connect these 4 universities. And then NCCU is located in the suburban of Taipei. And then you can see the Taipei 101 from the campus, and it's quite green. And so you can see on the right-hand side that is actually inside the campus. And it's only about 15 minutes by bus to go to the Taipei 101, the downtown area. And then according to the studies, the NCCU graduates are ranked as #1 on several fields, including business, social sciences, and humanities, and the financial service industries. They are all ranked #1 based on the enterprise's favorite graduates rankings. And then we have a very excellent sport environment, and the university has good sports facilities, but it also has very good basketball teams. So it won the championship of the nations, but it also won the World University Basketball Series 2023 held in Tokyo, Japan. And then for IMES, IMES stands for International Master's Program of Applied Economics and Social Development. So we take IMES to stand for these programs' names. In Chinese, we also called 应社硕. And why IMES? It is a full English taught program, and it emphasizes the interdisciplinary studies, and it charges the general tuition. It has a diverse student body, and it also has a top-class faculty members. And students at the IMES can also have the opportunities of pursuing the dual degree. And IMES is the first English-taught master's program of applied economics in Taiwan. It is the only master's program combining both applied economics and social development in the world. Because it is a full English-taught program, so the TOEFL, IELTS, TOEIC scores are required. And the program emphasizes the interdisciplinary studies, combining both applied economics and social development. But we also emphasize the data analysis, including quantitative analysis and qualitative analysis. And the program charges the general tuition. There is a misconceptions by lots of students, and they think the international program charges a higher tuition. But unlike other international programs at the NCCU, this program charges the general tuition, and the tuition is the same as other graduate schools taught in Chinese. And then the international students have to pay double of the Taiwanese students' tuitions. So for example, for the international students, you have to pay about $542 for the basic tuition, and then $318 for other fees. And then the per credit hour, you have to pay $110. And this is for 1 semester. And then we have a diverse student body. So we have 1/3 Taiwanese students and 2/3 international students. And our current students are from US, Germany, France, Czech Republic, Mexico, Belize, Colombia, Japan, Korea, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, and African countries. And we have very good faculty members, and our professors are mainly from economics, public finance, land economics, management, and sociologies. And they graduate from top universities, including Chicago, Berkeley, Michigan, Cornell, Washington, UBC, Michigan State, and NTU, and so on. And then about the dual degree, our students can have the opportunity to go to University of Illinois, Chicago, UIC, to study the master's in finance and master's in business analytics. And you can spend 1 year in the IMES and then another year at the UIC. And then if some credits are waived by the UIC, then it's also likely that you can spend 1 year to study both finance and business analytics. And then it doesn't require any GMAT or GRE. It only requires the English test scores such as TOEFL and IELTS. And it charges the in-state tuition fee, which is about the 50% of the international tuition fees in the United States. And this is public universities, so the tuition fee is relatively cheaper. And then these two programs are considered as STEM, science, technology, engineering, and medicines. So the students can stay in US for practical training and job seeking for 3 years if you spend 2 years at the UIC. But if you spend 1 year at the UIC, you can have 1.5 years to stay in US for the practical trainings. And then there are 4 important features of IMES. We just take IMES to describe those features: innovations, multidiscipline, extensiveness, and synergies. For the innovations, we have a contemporary course design. We have different tracks for students to pursue. And then, for example, in big data, and we've emphasized the causal inference. And next year, we will have the machine learning. And then for economics policies, then we mainly focus on the trade and labor policies. And for public finance and financial market, and we particularly offer the real estate finance and the local finance. And then for land and environment, then we have the spatial analysis, for example, using the GIS, or we talk about the sustainabilities. For region development, we talk about the Taiwan's economy and the China economy. And for the social development, now we introduce very innovative industries. And so, for example, there is a smart city and platform economy and digitalizations. Because we emphasize the interdisciplinary studies, so this is a multidisciplines, and we don't really force students to just follow 1 track or 2 track. The students can have the flexible curriculum design, so they can design their own tracks, or they can mix their tracks. And we have 3 required courses, including 9 credits. But then for other elective courses, the students can self-design 8 courses, totally 24 credits. And then there are 3 non-IMES courses allowed. So the students can take those courses in other colleges or in the member university of the university systems, or even at the exchange schools or the dual degree schools. So basically, the students can design their own courses based on their own needs. And then we also need to write a master thesis in order to finish the degree. Extensiveness, then the students can have an expansive career path. At the school, we are working with the Taipei 101 company to have the internship. So right now we have 2 students who are working as interns at the Taipei 101 company, and 1 Taiwanese student and 1 international student. We also have the corporate mentor programs. So we invite the mentors from the corporates to give our students advice for the future career. And then our graduates mainly go into the following sectors, financial sectors, and lots of them became the management associate in financial sectors. And then in the multinational corporate, they can be the data analyst. And then in the public sectors, our graduates can provide the policy analysis for the public sectors. And then in the technology and innovative industries, the students can become the project managers or the international sales. And then some students who will go into the academia or the think tank in the future. And then for the synergy, we create the harmonized social network environment in the program. So we have the IMES Student Council. And in our classroom, we have a multicultural learning environment. And we also provide the team building activities and outings and sports events and community service. And the council will have a close relationship with the IMES Alumni Association. And then we also have our social medias, for example, IG and Twitter, Facebook, and so on. For the scholarship, the international students can apply for the Taiwan scholarship. Also, the NCCU scholarship. In particular, the NCCU received the donation from the Indonesian overseas Chinese, and then so there is a special scholarship for the Indonesian students. And then, of course, we also offer many teaching assistants scholarships. So if the students are interested in being teaching assistants in the program, then they can be the TAs. For the application, the Taiwanese students have to submit the application document between November 28th and December 12th. And the application form can be downloaded from the IMES homepage. And then for the international students, the submission of the application documents will be between February 15th and March 21st. And the same procedure as the Taiwanese students. But the difference is the Taiwanese students have to have the second phase of the application, that is the interview, and that will be had on March 15th. But for the international students, if it's necessary, we will have the online interview. Otherwise, basically, there is no interview. And then you have to prepare the following application materials: your transcript records and degree certificate, the English text scores, such as TOEFL, the IBT, or the paper TOEFL, and IELTS and TOEIC, and the recommendation letters, also the application form. And you can visit our homepage to look for the application form. So when you go into the homepage, you can check the apply to IMES, and then you find the admission informations. And then if you would like to watch our videos, then there is a QR code. And then we have the IG at IMES NCCU TW, the Twitter at IMES NCCU TW. And our Facebook is National Chengchi University's IMES. And then if you would like to find more information, then you can contact our secretary, Ms. Grace Wu, at the email imes@nccu.edu.tw. Okay, so you can take actions now and then join IMES and become us. Thanks for your listening.
Okay, thank you, Professor Jack, for the great introduction of IMES program. So next, let's invite the Student Council for introduction about their life and experience here in IMES.
Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me clearly? Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Good afternoon. I am John Michael. I am one of the vice president in IMES Student Council. So I'm from the Philippines. The country where I come from is not that far from Taiwan. In fact, Taiwan and the Philippines are just neighbors. But I have come a long way to fulfill this dream of studying abroad, and what better way to achieve this lifelong dream than to be in Taiwan and NCCU IMES. Some short introduction of myself. I graduated 5 years ago with a bachelor's degree in business administration and accountancy. After graduation, I worked for almost 4 years in the corporate world doing finance and accounting in an oil and energy industry. But the COVID-19 made me realize that I don't want to be stuck in the four corners of the corporate world, and I wanted to make a direct impact in the Filipino lives and serve my fellow Filipino people. That's why I pursue graduate studies in economics, because I believe that This will be an advantage for me to join a government agency or to be a public servant in the future. My study in Taiwan is made possible through the Taiwan's Ministry of Education scholarship. And I understand that this privilege of studying abroad comes with the responsibility of giving back to the communities and the people in the Philippines who I still am part of. Actually, around this time, 2 years ago, I was seated on your side, looking for graduate school that is aligned with my career interest. And luckily, I found IMS. So, yep.
Hi, me next. I'm Emily from Thailand. Can you guys hear me clearly? Okay, okay. I can see from the registration that there are a lot of Thai people registered in this. So hi. Actually, there are also like there's also Indonesian friends in our school as well, but he's having a good time traveling during the weekend right now. So it's me as a representative from Thailand today. I'm the second year and I'm also a member of the Student Council. I graduated from Thammasat University in Global Studies and Social Entrepreneurship about in 2019. So it's quite a while. And after that, I've been working for 3 years before applying to IMES. So my undergrad, Global Studies and Social Entrepreneurship, it's basically about social business. So at that time, I have a very big passion of changing the world and doing that through business and like social business. But after I went out to work, I worked as a consultant for 3 years. I realized that maybe just passion alone might not be able to make a big enough change. So I was looking forward to pursuing like more in understanding in policies and economics and trying to understand like systematic change in order to make a bigger change from my country. So that's why I found out about IMES, Applied Economics and Social Development. So, and I chose IMES because I wanted to learn more about economic theories and how to apply that and policy analysis into the social development field. Yes, and I believe that choosing to study my master degree in Taiwan is a very good choice because here in Taiwan we have the democratic country and we have a lot of freedom, academic freedom to pursue and to explore many topics that might not be 100% safe or like acceptable in our own country. It's a really good choice to explore that in Taiwan, my experience. And I'm also a part of the MOE scholarship, so Ministry of Education scholarship as well. And I'm just want to tell you guys that being a foreign students in Taiwan is not a difficult thing at all. It's a really it's challenging, but at the same time, I wanted to guarantee to you that if you can like just like me, I'm on the MOE scholarship and I'm having a perfect time with my friends and my academic journey as well. Yeah. So let's give a mic to the next member.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Joey Yu, and I'm a second-year student from IMES. So I studied in NCCU before during my undergrad. I studied in management information systems, and I really like the atmosphere and the scenery here in NCCU. So I choose to stay at NCCU and join the IMES program. And also, I'm the captain of the IMES basketball team. We have games like every week against different departments. So if you like to play basketball, if you like to play sports, what are you waiting for? Come and join IMES.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Jimmy, also a second grader from IMES. I'm also Taiwanese, and I graduated here from NCCU, majoring in international business. And after I graduate, I went to one of the big four accounting firms, KPMG, as an intern. After that, I went to an asset management company to work. And during the time, I decided to apply for IMES, so that after a year of working, I started my study here in IMES. And I don't know if any of Taiwanese students here also want to like study abroad. And this is actually a pretty good chance for you to pursue the same kind of study environment surrounded by classmates from all around the world. And if you still want to study abroad after this is actually a good chance for you to like kind of like a preschool experience to make you get used to these kind of environments. So I think it's a very good chance for all of you to apply for this program. Thank you.
Before moving to the next session, I want to introduce briefly about our president, our student council president. His name is Val Valentin from France. He's also a second-year student, but sadly today he is coming up with a cold, so he couldn't attend. But he's here with us online, so if you have any questions, feel free to like put it in the chat. Maybe we can help answer you. Okay, next we're going to move on to tell you more about the academic sides of the like IMES, and also sharing to you about our experience of studying in NCCU and IMES and our activities as a student. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Emily. So today I'm going to share to you some glimpse of how it is studying in NCCU and what's life like at IMES. All right, so IMES is blessed to have a diverse and excellent faculty from the field of economics, public finance, development studies, social sciences. And what I like about studying here is that professors are very nurturing. Of course, not everyone has the economics background, myself included, but the professors really do their best to explain concepts in a clear and understandable manner. They are very supportive, and they help you when there's some challenges inside the classroom and also outside the classroom. In IMES, you will also be surrounded by international classmates from all around the globe. It has been more than a year now since I arrived in Taiwan, and adapting to a new environment, to a foreign country, is still a continual process. And I'm lucky to have found a family in IMES. The network of international students that you will be gaining in NCCU and in IMES is very valuable and priceless. So here are some photos. We had dinner, the graduation ceremony, we had team buildings. And of course, NCCU is equipped with facilities that will help you with your academics, with your studies. We have a very beautiful library. Whenever I'm with my Filipino friends from other universities, I always boast about this beautiful library. I think we have the most beautiful library in Taiwan, thanks to Dashan. Of course, I came here to Taiwan to be a student, so studying should be my priority. So here are some photos that I have on my phone that hopefully will not scare you. In IMES, you have to keep an open heart. You have to be ready to learn and unlearn things. As I said, professors are very nurturing, so they will guide you. They are very supportive of your learning ability. And what I like about IMS is that we foster an environment that we have a support with one another. And some personal note, during summer break, during the summer vacation, I had the opportunity to be an intern, to do a summer internship at the Department of Finance in my home country, the Philippines. It was actually life-changing as I got to be exposed in mega projects such as Manila Airport Rehabilitation, subway development, road constructions, and I did position papers, presentations, research that aids in the decision making and hopefully have an impact in the Filipino lives. And lastly, and more importantly, life in NCCU IMES is not at all purely academics. There are a number of activities that you may want to participate, and Emily will discuss more about that. Thank you.
Okay, Before I'm going into more on our campus and daily life, I also want to share that me too don't have any economics background, and many of our classmates don't have economics like background either. So don't be too pressured or scared. We have a very like fostering environment, and we help each other studies or like many times during the quizzes, before quizzes or before the exam. So it's going to be a good time for you all. And also, next, I'm going to tell you all about life in NCCU. Our campus is located in Taipei. It's one of, I think it's one of the most beautiful campus I've ever seen in my life. It's surrounded by nature, and our main campus is located next to Maokong Mountain. So part of our campus is on the hill, and it's really beautiful. But most of the facilities and students' classrooms and buildings are off downhill campus. So we're going to see, like as in these pictures, the gymnasium and our main buildings are located right next to the mountains with a really beautiful views. And in NCCU, there are many clubs and student activities that you guys can enjoy. There are like Muay Thai clubs, there are alcohol clubs, there are like basketball clubs. There are so many different and varieties of clubs and activities for all of you to enjoy. And also, I feel like NCCU is one of the most international and multicultural campus in Taipei as well, because we have so many international students, and international students here can live coexist in a very friendly manner with other Taiwanese students. I think it's a very international people friendly campus. And on the day that the weather is nice and it's not raining, many students like me love to go out and like have a picnic or hang around the campus. We have a really beautiful sceneries, and I will show you next. As I told you that NCCU is surrounded by nature. One side we have mountains and trees and forests. On the other side we have rivers, and the riverside activities are a must for NCCU students. We can go biking, we can go running or picnic next to the riverside park. And there are also many public facilities like basketball courts, tennis, badminton, baseball courts, and many other like activities like for you to enjoy and go use freely. This is the pictures of me and my friends playing badminton next to the river and biking around. It's a really beautiful and breathtaking and healing campus. Or if you don't want to go to the activities down the riverside park, you can also go uphill and go to the viewpoint. We can see the sceneries of all, like most of Taipei is from the uphill campus viewpoint. This is the pictures taken from the viewpoint. We have really beautiful sunsets and rainbows here because there are so many viewpoints around the campus. This is from the uphill viewpoints, and this is from the riverside parks and area. You can see that if you come to study in IMES at NCCU, you will have a really healing time. You might feel like you're always on holiday, and that would really help you with your academic stress. Because if you are like, okay, one day you might be stressing with your quizzes or thesis, but you can go out and enjoy these beautiful sceneries, and I guarantee you that it would take your breath away. Next, apart from going around campus, you can also go travel with the spots next to the campus. We have Taipei Zoo. It's the traveling spot that is closest to our school. Taipei Zoo is a very famous zoo, and it has a lot of exotic animals. It's really big zoo. But if you're students here, you can go inside with like student price. It's really cheap. It's like 30 NTD. And I guarantee you, you'll have a really great time. Apart from going to Taipei Zoo, you can also go to Maokong, which is the mountain next to our campus. You can go to Maokong by bus, by the gondola, or you can also hike up there from our dormitory. Like the uphill dorm have the path that you can hike from the dorm up to the Malkong mountain, and it's a really like nature. It's a really good path activities for students as well. And up there, you can go to Jinan Temple. You can also enjoy the views from the mountains, and you can enjoy the tea house and local food from up there as well. Okay. This is one of the few activities that you can do around the campus. But apart from that, there are also many other spots, like Taipei 101 is 15 minutes bus from our school, so it's really close by. And apart from that, you can also travel around Taipei and closer cities around the Taipei as well. It's a really well connected city, so you will not have to worry about going around. That's it for the experience sharing. Next, we have IMES Student Council. We do a lot of activities in our student council in our program so that we could boost our IMES family spirit. So we will tell you some of our activities that we organized in the past year.
So first we have corporate mentors meeting. Last year we had this event. So we invited prominent individuals from the corporate world, ranging from the field of financial technology, financial institution, banks, entrepreneurship, marketing, human resources. That talks they talk about their journey. They talk about give inspirations, motivations, and their struggles in the professional world. So it was a very insightful event last semester. We also had some Christmas exchange gift last year because, of course, as a Filipino, we love Christmas. So I spent my first Christmas away from home. So this Christmas exchange gifts kind of celebrate the season of giving. So here is our year. So my classmates. So here. We also had some dinner parties, of course, after some big exams, midterms, finals. What a better way to distress than to eat, right? So we had dinners with our classmates, with freshmen, with seniors, just to relax, just to bond, and to build that camaraderie. And then last semester, yeah, we had the graduation ceremony to celebrate the accomplishments and achievements of our senior. So this is the graduating class of 2023. So, yep. Moving to you, Emily.
Okay, so after the last semester ended, we welcome the next batch of our IMES students. So we welcome them with the IMES Beachside Retreat, Sun, Sand, and Student Unity. So we take them out to enjoy Taipei and enjoy Taiwan for the first time for many of the foreigner students. We took them to Fulong Beach, and we have some team building activities indoor. And after that, we took them out to a little bit of hiking up to the lighthouse. Enjoy the very breathtaking sea views from there. And next, we take them to Fulong Beach to enjoy the sand festival. There's a sand sculptures festival there, and it's really beautiful. We have a great time connecting and building IMES spirit, getting to know each other, like the third year students, second year students, and the new batch of the first year students. We have a great time there. So if you come to IMES, don't worry. We have a very close, welcoming environment. Every one of you will have a great time in IMES family. Apart from the retreat, just last week we organized a Halloween night at the KTV. KTV is a karaoke, and it is a very famous activities in Taiwan as well. We dress up a little bit, some of us, and we won some money from dressing up. As you can see, some of us dress as a witch, as a Chinese ghost. It's a really fun activities, and we enjoyed singing together in different languages. Next, just 2 days ago, we organized a thesis workshop. This is a very important workshop that our student council organized for the students because, of course, thesis is a very important part of the master student's life. So we organized this to help students learn more about the guidelines and regulations of thesis. And the professors also share some suggestions and tips on how to conduct research, like qualitative and quantitative research. And also we have some of our alumni to share their experience and how they do their research as well. So for those who come from another field and might be scared of trying to do the quantitative thesis, don't worry, we have a lot of tools to help you and guide you throughout the process. Okay, this is a brief overview of our activities and life at IMES. I hope you guys have a clearer picture of what it's like to be a student here. I would like to send the floor back to Jack for this. Oh, the host, I'm sorry. The host can take the mic back.
Okay, so now it's the Q&A section. So if any of you have questions, please just raise it. Don't hesitate to ask. We'll be answering the question for you.
If you have any questions about how to apply for the program, or like, if we did not explain something clearly, then you can just raise your hand, or I can just type it into the chat box. And we are going to just put these information sections on our website and also maybe some social media. And then today, originally, we have more than 40 students who are registering, but I guess maybe there are some technical problems. And so maybe a lot of students cannot access this WebEx. Then we would just upload this video to our social media and also the website. And then if you know anybody who doesn't show up today, and then they can go to watch our video recording on the website. So any other questions? So if I cannot obtain the English proficiency test score by December 12th, can I provide it later? So you can register first. You can submit your application documents first, and then you can send it to us when it is available. Hannah, so did I answer your questions? Okay. Any other questions?
So actually, there's a Taiwanese student asking about the application process. So maybe I'll just answer it briefly right here. So for Chinese students, there's going to be an application form. You can download it from the IMES website. So inside the form, there will be some basic questions and maybe a little small essay, I think. So you'll have to answer the questions from out the application form and then answer the essays. And then you'll have to do some kind of test like the TOEIC test or TOEFL. So hand in with the application to the office. So we'll be reviewing the application form. Then there's going to be an interview after several months. So that is the process.
Okay, any other questions? If you have more questions, but you are shy to speak online, and then you can just stay, and then you can talk to me or like other student council members, or you can just write an email to our secretary, and then she can explain more details. She can explain more details to you by email. Okay, so if you have no further questions, and then we will just end today's information sections, and then I encourage you to apply for our program, and this is a very special programs in Taiwan, and so it's a good opportunity for you to join this big family, and this is a cozy family. Okay, and then I hope that you will have a very good weekend, and then see you in NCCU campus next year. Okay, so bye-bye.
Thank you all for the time.